Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and we are presented by the Hula Bowl. I'm fortunate enough today to actually have a player that actually participated in that event this past January. His name is Michael Brown, formerly of West Virginia. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. Give us just like a brief background history of you as a football player, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I started playing football in 2016. I didn't play any high school football. Um, I went and served my mission in the Philippines, and I came back and I wanted to, give football a shot. I went to Eastern Arizona, JUCO college, where I played over there for the first time with no experience. It turns out I was pretty good. Got picked up by Power Five West Virginia Mountaineers. Played over there from 2018 to 20. I was a All Big 12 player. I was Big 12 Player of the Week. I was an All American mention. All that, all the cool stuff that comes along with playing really good. So it was there. I was like, hey, this is actually. It turns out I'm pretty good at football, and I went and got invited to the Hula Bowl. Played at the Hula Bowl. Um, got a
Great.
lot of.
So let's back up just a little bit because I just kind of want to understand. So when I introduce you as an offensive lineman, like what does that mean? Like what positions are you playing there on the offensive line?
Offensive linemen are the big five guys up front who protect the
No, but
quarterback.
I'm saying you in your position. Like what have you played?
Oh, I play offensive guard and both. I play both offensive guard and right now learning some stuff at center.
Great. Well, I mean, it's nice to be able to get a little bit of that experience like under center. Not a lot of people are just kind of used to that whole snap motion and kind of being right, really prepared from the get go just to
Yeah,
block somebody. So
it's different. It's totally
yeah, for
different.
real. You again, we were talking about you actually participating in that Hula Bowl. So tell me about that. I mean, how did you get that invite? How did you hear that you were going to be invited to that event?
I got a call from I forgot his name. The director of it at the time. What do you remember his name?
Uh, I'm not sure if things have changed since last time. If it was the director, if it was someone else, but
I forgot
obviously,
who it was.
obviously someone from the scouting staff or even the director may have given you a buzz. So, but just kind of
Yeah.
chat through that.
And a lot of people were looking into working with me. I had a couple agents that I was looking over, and they also was like putting in words for me. Um, I had my school was helping me out without that, and then I got the invite when I was back at home. Yeah, so that's how I got it.
Great. And when you said back at home, you mean like Compton, right? Compton, is that where
I
you
I
are
am
at?
from I am from Compton, but me and my family moved to Utah,
Oh,
so
okay.
so
Um,
that's where I got the call from there.
you get that invite, you go out there, you're playing in the Hula Bowl. So, have you ever been to Hawaii? I mean, was that your first experience there?
Yeah, so as a Polynesian, I always wanted to go to the islands, the main islands. I'm Samoan. I always want to go to Samoa, but the hula bowl is the next best thing, So when I got the invite, I was excited because it not only did it fulfill, one of my life dreams was going to the islands. That's what the hula bowl did for me. I went to go play the sport I love, and I accomplished one of my goals by visiting one of the main lands. That was pretty cool.
So again, like you said, I mean, being of Polynesian ancestry, how does it feel to actually participate in that event? I mean, there's usually a lot of you know, representation there that they try to invite. I don't know how that's going to be this go around because I mean we're going to be in Orlando, but for you, I mean, and kind of how that kind of hit home for you. I mean, you kind of talked about it just a little bit, but you want to elaborate just a little bit more on it?
Yeah, it felt real good. It felt honored. Like it was, I felt honored to do it because I was not only representing, you know, uh, my career and my family name and everything, but I was also participating in an event that was being hosted on the island. Where my culture is, where we share a lot, and representing the people, and it just felt really fun. Like there was no greater honor than doing that, than playing football for your people, and trying. I know the Hula Bowl has been out for a while, barely came back, and then like coming back and being one of those first guys, like second year back and trying to represent. That was cool. That was so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, Hula Bowl's been back now. I guess we're in our what, third year now being back.
Yeah.
So I mean, it took a little bit of a hiatus, but I mean, we're back. I mean, we're gearing up. I mean, we're trying to work towards being one of those premier all-star events
Yeah.
that players like yourself will actually end up going to. So again, this season is going to be in Orlando, Florida, on January 15th. So talk to me about a Hula Bowl, the Hula Bowl week, and just kind of leading up to the game day. What team were you with?
Uh, you're talking about? I was on Team Kai. I was on the blue team, so that was fun. Just it just came down to typical practice, grinding, working. That's how the week went, but at the same time enjoying the island. That's one thing that I feel like some of the players are not gonna have was the island. And to me, that's the best part. Being on the island, the beach, sunny breeze, beautiful view. Like it's an experience. That's why I'm like, I was kind of sad when the Hula Bowl was the last one on the island in the Hula Bowl Stadium, Hawaii Stadium. Ah,
Well, I mean, you were of a group that was out there like this last go around. I mean, I believe that venue is being renovated. I think it'll eventually be back there. So I mean,
yo,
it might just take a year or so in order for them to get everything
oh,
together there.
that's gonna be really cool.
Uh,
Yeah.
but in the meantime, I mean, it's going to be in Florida. But again, let's just kind of talk about you and your experience there. I mean, were there any sort of relationships that you built there, either amongst your coaches or your teammates?
Oh yeah. All I loved every single one of the old linemen that I worked with, especially the offensive line coach. He helped me so much. Yeah, he made me feel like that guy. He was like we had a lot of talks. Um, it gave me the opportunity. It put me on the map a little bit. A lot of teams was looking at me. I even, I went to teams after the Hula Bowl, and it was a great experience.
So tell me about that. I mean, how did that go for you? I mean, what sort of teams were interested in you at the time? Do you remember some of those interviews you had while you were out in Hawaii?
Yeah, it was the Bills, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Packers. Who else? Vikings. It was a lot. It was a lot, especially after all the people I talked to. It was a lot. And after the Hula Bowl, I ended up signing with the Saints. I signed with the New Orleans Saints after the draft. I didn't get drafted, but hey, undrafted guys become legends. So,
Right
so
on.
that, yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, you made it out there, and how do you feel like your experience at the Hula Bowl really helped you in your draft experience? I mean, do you feel like that kind of helped you prepare for your pro day and for draft day just as a whole?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially the feedback I was getting, from my performance at the Hula Bowl, and like going to, going against some top material guys, and that the Hula Bowl definitely gave me that option, that opportunity, and I was playing really good against him, and then that's why I really enjoyed the Hula Bowl a lot, because it did a lot of things for me as my career and like as a person wanting to go to the island. It definitely it put more eyes on me, and there was a lot of talk too that was going around after my performance there. So it really gave me it really like boosted up my morale and everything I want to do.
So, Mike, I remember watching that game and really kind of enjoying you, like on the sideline. I mean, I remember watching that game, and for whatever reason, like the camera panned to you, you're on the sideline, you're having a great time, smiling, laughing with your buddies there, really enjoying everything. Was there maybe one particular moment, whether it be during the week or during that game, that kind of sticks out to you? Do you remember any plays that you were involved in?
Oh man, yeah. It was just it was fun. It was like it really was a great environment. That's how that I can't really, explain more than that. It was playing football, it was moving the ball down, it was doing big boy plays, run the ball, and that's us, you know what I mean? And we just kept going down. That's why I was so happy. I was like, man, you can't get better than this, man. You on TV, you at the Hula Bowl, you playing with the boys, you already build great friendships with. You're playing football and you're taking it down and you're running down the throat. How could you not have a good time? You know what I mean?
Nice, nice. So where are you at these days, man? Tell me about what's going on with you, and just kind of in general. What's your situation?
Um, after the Hula Bowl, I went to the Saints. I got hurt. I strained my PCL, my right knee. 2 to 3 weeks out, and after that, I took an injury settlement. You just got to go on, and then I got hit up probably like 3 weeks later by the NFL Academy. I got invited, and the NFL Academy is currently where I reside right now. It's basically NFL Alumni Academy, where you get trained by Hall of Famers, former head coaches of NFL teams, and you train here by Trip and Chip, one of the top people to train in the world, and you get back in shape, you work your craft, and you get picked up. It's a program that started last year, and it was very successful last year. And you only can come to this place and get invited. So when I got invited, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I'm ready to go back out there, and I never. The thing is, I was doing so good. It just I got hurt, and that's part of the game. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it certainly happens. I mean, injuries happen like along the way, and you have to take the good with the bad, so to speak. So, obviously, you're working hard. You're working yourself back in order to get yourself back to where you were and become a better player. Where can people hit you up if they need to be in contact with you? Do you want them to contact your agent or send you something like on social media? Like, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Probably either. You probably can hit me up on my Instagram or call my agent or even this place. Like whatever best works.
Gotcha. What's your social media? Can you hook me up with those? You know that real quick. Like, what is your social media? Like, if people were to look you
Uh,
up, there's a lot of
my,
Michael Browns out there. That's what I'm saying.
my Instagram is I_am_ Mike Brown. That's my Instagram. And then my Twitter is I am_Mike Brown.
All right, you gotta make sure that we clarify that because there's probably like a million Mike Browns out there.
There's a lot of them out there.
Right. Well, hey, bud, I really appreciate you sitting down, kind of sharing with us like a little bit of your history with the Hula Bowl and what you have going on these days. I mean, I do remember again, definitely one of those players that makes for a great teammate out there. I mean, a good, solid guy who I know is really working hard, trying to, just perfect his craft. I mean, like you said, I mean, solid guard there for West Virginia, and working on your snapping technique, maybe even some center work. So, awesome stuff. So, thanks again for coming on, Mike, and I do wish you best of luck. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.